Hi, I'm Paris, and I'm back with my follow-up video with the soap stand, which is also a soap handle, otherwise known as the SoapStandle.
Epic review, guys.
Maybe you remember about a month ago I did a review of this device, which sticks onto your bar of soap, and then you can use it in the shower, keep it by the sink, and it keeps the soap from sitting flat on a surface and getting all gooey. Also, it's a very good handle so you don't drop the soap. Goes for a few dollars, and I have a link to it down below this video. Well, as promised, I used the bar of soap in the shower until the little pokey things that poke into the soap just started to come through on the other side, and so I'm going to show you the video of how that goes. And we got a number of comments of people worrying about these little pokey pieces that make it stick onto the soap. Once the soap gets so thin that they come through, would you scratch yourself up and hurt yourself with them? Well, I have the answer to that now. Here's the bar of soap 1 month and 1 week later. It's still usable, but yesterday I felt the first little piece of plastic right here poke through on it. So right now I'm gonna load up my face cloth with soap and then actually see how it feels when a few of these poke through, see how that feels on the skin. Okay, I've got my face cloth all ready to go with soap, and I've got a few more little plastic prongs here from the Standle. Now, rubbing it on the face cloth, I can definitely feel them catching the fabric. Rubbing them on my actual skin, it hurts a little, but I'm not seeing any blood or anything. It's just like a little scratchy fingernail or something scratching over it. So I think you would know, and I know a number of people wondered about this, am I going to tear up my skin when these little pieces actually come through the soap? No, you just feel a little bit of scratchiness and say, oh, it's time to get a new bar of soap. Now I did want to mention, if you can see, you can still see, this is Dove soap, you can still see the little Dove shape in there. That shows that this side of the soap really hasn't worn down at all. It's been protected from the goo and the dissolving and all of this. All of the wear of the soap has been on this side, and while I've been holding it like this in the shower, I have not once dropped it. So I have to say it was pretty successful. When I use a bar of soap in the shower, it lasts 3 weeks to a month, and this bar of soap still might get another day or two out of it. It lasted a month and a week. So the estimates of this being able to increase the life of your soap by about 20 to 30% sounds about right to me. Now this bar of soap is the one that I had by the sink in the kids' bathroom, and they didn't care for it. They're so used to the liquid soap, and for the sake of hygiene, we decided to just give them back their bottle of liquid soap. So the only time this has been used over the past month or so is when I've stopped by that bathroom and washed my hands, and it's been working fine as well. I wanted to show you this on the part of the soap that had the Standle around it. In case you couldn't see this in the shower too well, you can still see the outline of the Dove for the Dove soap bar. So really there was no wear and tear on this part of the soap. It all came from the other side. And ever inventive, the people at the SoapStandle sent me the latest thing that they're working on, which is a travel case that incorporates the SoapStandle into it. It's still in a prototype stage because it uses a rubber band to hold what would be your soap bar in place. It's pretty much a regular plastic travel soap case, but inside there is not only the Standle, the piece that's attached to your soap, but on the bottom of it where it's cut out in that wavy shape, there's a framework with the wavy shape built right in. So in other words, your soap is on here and it fits right into place like that. So let's imagine that's your soap. When you close the case, it holds it there, so now the soap is up off the plastic bottom of the soap case. So while traveling, when you throw your wet bar of soap in there, you don't develop any goo because it's suspended in midair, as it were, with air circulating around it, so you don't lose your soap to goo and you don't have a yucky soap case when you open it up and find that goo in all the corners. So that's the SoapStandle. It has worked well for me. It's $5 or $6 for a set of them. If you'd like to try it out, there's a link down below this video. And also their new product that they're working on. But I had to say, I really like this. When somebody has an idea and they actually see it through to make it happen, because how many times have you had an idea for something, they really ought to change this so it does something or another, and you tell your friend and they say, yeah, that's really smart, they ought to do it that way. And that's the end of it, nothing ever happens. But somebody who's convinced they have a good idea and they actually see it through until they've created it and they can share it with other people, it's really impressive. So you can keep checking back for more reviews of unique products, or you can click that subscribe button down below. You'll get notified when our videos go up. See you on the next review.
What does the fox buy? Nobody knows, but before he goes shopping, he watches our videos.
And for any of you who are wondering, no, I'm not wearing a clip-on microphone.